Hello, all my fellow knights, Vikings, samurai, and Woolen. It is Nebule here, and today, more discussion about the movie. Now, as you probably would have seen my most recent video from 2 days ago, we got a look at an article which showed the plot line of the movie. And um, let's just say my expectations for this have been lowered quite a lot. For two reasons. One, it says Humdinger is going to be turning the city into a state of chaos, and a Paw Patrol is called to Adventure City to help, and it says like follow the event and Chase. I think it says like how it's Chase, Marshall, Robbo, Rocky, Zuma, Sky are called to Adventure City with Ryder, something like that. I think, and let's just say after that, I'm not exactly impressed. Now, here's why. First of all, Humdinger. I think I can say for quite a lot of people I that Humdinger wasn't exactly the hoped for. How can I put? It wasn't exactly the hoped for villain for this movie. Well, he is a iconic character, as in he's been in many episodes of the show, and it would make sense. I was kind of hoping they could have introduced someone new, and I don't know, yeah, made it maybe a little bit more interesting. Just find some villain, I guess, that could have maybe, I don't know, filled the role. The only consolation about it is that it says that he's going to be, it's like a lot more serious turn, so I'm guessing that more likely it's going to be he's more serious, which I'll look to see what the first teaser brings us, to see how he's acting, alright? But now, this is the second gripe I have, and it's a bit of a bigger one. A while ago, we were told that all pups would be appearing in the movie. Now, let's just say we were a bit confused at the time what that exactly meant. Because, for one thing, how can I put this? All pups can mean a manner of things. For one thing, it could mean 1 through 6, it could mean 1 through 8 with Everest and Tracker, it could mean 1 through 10 with the twins included, it could be 1 through 11 because of Rex as well. Now, look, I'm not saying I was expecting Rex and the twins to make an appearance. I'm just saying All Pups doesn't exactly confirm it fully. But after reading the article, it just says the original 6, and I'm not massively disappointed. But let's just say if you like Tracker or Everest as your favourite, you are in for a bit of a disappointment because, well, how can I put this? They won't be in the movie. Now, while it could be wrong, while they'll maybe make a cameo, I really don't know. And I'm just going to say this right now, I don't think they will appear in the movie, which is a bit of a letdown because, I mean, come on. All 8 just feels better. It feels so much more interesting than just having the 6. I... Honestly, I'm trying to think of a way that this is somewhat good. How this is actually a good thing. Well, it is nice that it's just the original 6, it's playing to what sounds nicer. I'll admit I wouldn't mind it if we got Everest and Tracker in it as well. It would have probably been a bit nicer in my opinion. Okay, so yeah, that's all about the article. And now, see, to be honest with you, I'm I'm a little disappointed because it's setting up to be reasonably okay, and I'll admit my expectations were something better. And while they say in one of the articles, I can't remember which, that it's the movies were going to be played to everything fans love about the show, that probably means we're not going to see anything along the lines of what I'd theorized months ago about an origin story, which I'll admit I'm disappointed. I wasn't even hoping it would be something so dramatic. I was just kind of hoping it would be something established, at least stated. I mean, honestly, it would have been nice. Only reason I say that's because, well, it probably could have it probably could have done more. I mean, well, the main audience is obviously children under the age of 5, 6, I believe. Um, it doesn't exactly help because, well, honestly, I think even throwing an origin story wouldn't have even been too difficult. I think they could have done that. I think if they're ballsy enough to ask Kim Kardashian and Jimmy Kimmel to play characters in a movie. I don't see why they couldn't have made an even ballsier turn and just said, okay, we're going to put something at the start that's sort of like a establishment of the origin story. And well, it is most definitely likely that we will see some sort of bigger form of character development, like how the TV movies, it's going to be probably multiplied by, I would say, two, because it's going to be twice as well. At least I'm saying this right now. It's probably going to be at least twice the length of um a TV movie, because, well, for one thing, they say it's a theatrical. If they made it 45 minutes, it's not technically theatrical, is it? Plus, a movie length in a cinema is usually about an hour, 30 minutes to 2 hours. So I'm thinking along the lines of that timeline, and I say, because they'll probably say that since Ready Race Rescue, Mighty Pups, and Jet to the Rescue were stated to be hour length, even though they weren't actually a full hour in length, they were 44 something minutes, with the breaks, like the advert breaks, basically adding up to the 15 minutes needed to make it the hour. I don't think they do that with the movie. I feel like they're going to say what length it is, and that's what the length it's going to be. Like, they won't say it's 2 hours, but it's literally just going to be an hour and a half because of adverts. That's not how movies in the cinemas are going to work. Now, granted, cinemas are still. Sorry, I should be saying movies as well for Americans watching this. While movies and, if you're in UK, cinemas, um, are going to be I mean, I know for a fact that Cineworld, very known popular company for cinemas that we have in Scotland mainly, we know that they're going to actually be closing all their things. They probably were already closed, so that means we may not see it in cinemas. We might not even. It may get fixed by the summer of 2021 because that's when it's releasing, but when you consider that they're going to have it in a trailer, they're going to put in a trailer in cinemas whenever. So who knows? I mean, for all we know, maybe Paramount Australia is going to put this trailer out first, just because I don't know, they have the right to. Australia doesn't have the big of a problem as virus cases. Now, as you would know, Mr. Trump has basically survived the virus. And I'll admit it would have been a bit of a better idea if he'd stayed in hospital, because now he's basically setting up false hope. No offense, Americans watching this, but I mean, what he's basically done is, if I can, this is what I feel like he's done. If I can survive it, so can you. That's what I feel like he's done. And while I feel like they will maybe open movies might be open for Americans. I don't know. And if that's the case, then we know it's going to be put in cinemas. But really, at this stage, we can't say the virus. Sorry, I should not say this because I don't want this video to get removed. The problem that's facing the world right now, that's been facing the world for a good couple months, it's unpredictable. We don't know if we're going to have another problem of lockdowns. We don't know. I know I'm getting off track here, but my point is that we don't know if this movie will be put out in cinemas straight away. It might even go to um, streaming services first, just because that's easier for them. That's something they can do, and then put it in cinemas. But the whole point is that if they have it at home already, what would be the point? And it would kind of make whole putting them in cinemas kind of redundant. It would make it kind of, I'm not even gonna lie, useless. It would make it useless. I'm just gonna say it. So, honestly, I'm I really don't know at this stage. The movie is setting up for a very different turn than what I thought it would be. It's not what I'm expecting it to be, and I honestly I don't know. This is really starting to. I'm not sure. I'm really starting to wonder if it's gonna be successful. I don't know what anyone else is gonna say about it. I don't know if I'm gonna have a bunch of people saying, "Oh no, mate, come on, the movie's gonna be brilliant." You can't say that. It's not even. It's almost. It's not a year because it was scheduled for August, but it's about 10 months. Okay, 10 months for clarification. So honestly, I have no clue if it's gonna be brilliant. I have no clue if it's gonna be successful. The first trailer will determine this, but to be honest with you, this stage, it's way too early. I mean, for all we know, it could be brilliant, it could be terrible. I'm just gonna wait till either Paramount or the Paw Patrol official YouTube channel says something, and then I'll decide from there. But anyways, that's all for now. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and this is Nebula, out.